Good morning, friends of Olivia Designs. Um, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I wanted to get back into it again. This is something that I've been working on for someone, but I'm going to set it aside a little bit today because I had a request that was kind of urgent, and I want to work on it while I have you guys here. Let's make a little bit of room here. Okay, and this is for Renee, and her interest is in, she has an interest in beekeeping, and she wanted something that was yellow with black. And I think that her choice of designs is very, very good for for that. So we're going to just do this. I'm going to try to get this done and out today. And Renee, I hope you enjoy this bracelet. Um, and share with your friends where you got it from. Let me make a little more room here. There we go. I've got a new camera set up today, so it's a little bit more difficult than usual. And I've got a lot of learning curve here today as I use this new way I use the camera. And it's on a boom now instead of stationary. And instead of sliding the clipboard around, I can move the camera around. So this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, so this is the yellow that we're using as the base. And we're going to use, oh, here's the black accent. I think I have enough here to make this. I'm going to have to buy some more of this material. This is something I really like to use, and it just comes out very nice. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to do our overhand knot to get us started right down here around the 3-inch mark. Okay, can you see that? Okay, and one of the things I'm going to do is slide. This is going to come out and around and weave in and out. So what we're going to do is, for right now, it's going to go in and follow this for right now. This is not blurry, is it? No, it's not blurry. But my fingers are so big, it's taking. You can't see what I'm seeing very well. Okay. Okay, let's do this here. We want to put this going through this piece here so that it looks a little neater. Okay, we're just going to do it right here. Okay. There we go. Now, since it's been a while, I wanted to catch you up. That's not right. Since it's been a while, I wanted to catch you up on how things are around here. As school starts to let out, Olivia has turned 5. She's done pre-K. She goes into kindergarten next year. Isn't that amazing? And her oldest sister, Trinity, we just had her 18th birthday. The whole family went out to eat. Went to Cheesecake Factory, and it was awesome food. And she graduates this year. She's going to, see, I want this to come here. I think Ursinus College next year. Either way, she managed to get herself a scholarship, which I think is amazing. And I'm really hoping that she enjoys it very, very much, no matter what she goes into and what she learns how to do. I think the idea of just getting out and getting away and experiencing life is just the way it should be. Just get out, meet new people with like minds, broaden your perspective on life. I know this sounds kind of corny, doesn't it? But it works. Here we go. We're going to slip this on around here. Around there. This is going to come up, come through here, and come out here. So, let's see. Renee, I hope you don't mind. I went to look at your profile on Etsy to see what your other interests were. And I did see that you're really very much into beekeeping. I'm wondering a little bit more about your interest in that. And do you have bees? Do you have, what kind of bees? Honey bees? We're just kind of curious because that's something that I know very little about, even though I live in a farming area of the country here in Pennsylvania. And I see the bee. Let's see here. This is just come up and down there to make this look right. Okay, eventually it'll work. All right, here we go. I'm going to start doing this to here. Okay, it's just a little bit. It's not really tough. It's just getting it down is a little bit harder than it looks, especially when you have fat fingers that have a tendency to get in the way and clunk things up here. There we go. It's starting to look right now. Is that starting to look like a bee? Come on, focus in. It's not focusing in. Why not? Oh well. We'll back it up a little bit. Let's see what we can do. We get a nice focus on that. Come on. That's a little more in focus, but it's Not the shot I want, but that's okay. We're gonna deal with that. That's what we have right now. Okay. Now I know that people are probably not really watching this live. It's not what I imagine it being. This is just easier if I do this live, and then I can go back and fix things up later, rather than trying to video and make a good production video, because that's not the way things work in real life. We can't just make things perfect and show the perfect parts. We show all of it. It's all full of mistakes, miscalculations, and try-overs and do-overs, and get it right the next time. And that's just the way life is. Anyway, so we've got the end of the school year coming up, and I'm kind of liking that with what's going on. The kids at my school are all excited to get out for the summer. Next year, move up with their friends into the next grade level. And all kinds of stuff like that. Here we go. We got to keep this straight. We want to keep this straight here. There we go. One of the things I want to do here is take it up to here. Now that one there doesn't look good. So I think I'm going to take it from here. And I'm going to go all the way down here to 7. And got that 4. So, what are we doing for the summer? If anybody has any fun and exciting plans, be sure to let me know down there in the comments, because I'm not really too sure. I'm going to be doing some of this during the summer. I'm going to be working at a summer camp, and teaching some of this, how to make string and friendship bracelets to young campers. It's one of the things I enjoy doing, is passing along this little craft skill, in hopes that as I get older, somebody else will find an interest in it, because I really like doing this. If anybody has an interest in learning, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do a Zoom session with you on teaching you how to do this. And get this straightened out here while I'm thinking about it. And maybe we could record that as well and show somebody, teach somebody else how to do this. I need a new clipboard. This one's getting kind of old and grimy. Beat up. And it looks better on camera. Here we go. It's 1 inch. 6 more to go. And then peel it off. Today is Memorial Day. I'm sitting here doing this in the morning. It's like 9:15 in the morning. Nobody else seems to be, well, I'm not going to say nobody, it just doesn't seem to be very active outside today yet. My house is really kind of resting. Went and had dinner with my brother-in-law at his house. A lot of fun talking to people, listening to their stories, discussing whether they want to get a pool. Daughter was trying to talk him into getting a pool. She's not a little kid. She's a grown adult. But she wants her dad to buy a pool for her. That sounds like something like, a little kid would do, but no. She's what, 20-something? She wants a pool. And it was really kind of hilarious the way she slipped that into the conversation all night long. No matter what we were talking about, or what they were talking about, she managed to turn it into something about getting a pool. I'm just wondering if these colors look right. I don't know what it's going to look like once it's up on YouTube, but that looks like a yellow, just a yellow on my screen, but the actual color is like a neon yellow. It's very bright. It's very nice looking, and I like these colors, these neon colors, and use them with the dark accents, and even using dark colors and using neon accents. I really like doing that too. That's the neon color with a dark accent. Somewhere around here, I've got one that's a dark color with a bright blue. I'll have to find that again. Oh, I know what that was. That was my necklace that I made. And I made something else too, didn't I? I made a bracelet for myself with it, but this kid at school really liked it and begged me for it. I gave it to him, took it off my wrist and gave it to him. That's how a lot of these kids at school get my stuff. It's just oh, I like that. Can I have it? Well, sure, I can make myself another one. And then somebody else comes up. Oh, can you make me one? Oh, man. Guys are going to keep me busy making these all the time. There's not enough time in a day to keep making all these bracelets. So I guess I could. Can you see that? No, you really can't, can you? All right, so what are we doing here? I'm just going to keep doing this. Oh, I get this too tangled up. Yeah, there was one like this. I don't know if you can see it very well. Yeah, there it is. It is the one I used. This is our school colors, and had a few requests for that. So I had the other one. Oh wait, where's it? I think I've got one over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. There's another one that I was trying to work on, and it turned out really nice. This is Trinity's. I got to run it down to her house, give it to her. But I had made one of these in black with a blue neon trace through it, and it turned out nice. I ought to put that up on the shop too. So that other people can see it, see if that's something they'd like to have. There we go. See, this goes pretty quick. We're almost up to 2 inches. 5 more to go. Are you still hanging in there watching this? Probably not. This will go up on YouTube, and it'll play in its entirety, and then I'll chop it up and edit it and play and make a version for Facebook and YouTube. And what else do I have? Instagram. One of the things that gets confusing to some people is that I have so many different interests that it's not one place that you find all of my stuff, except for maybe YouTube. I've got bits and pieces of pretty much everything there. I've got some bracelet stuff there. I've got some teaching stuff there. I've got some cave exploring stuff there. But in the meantime, I've got a Facebook page for a separate one for each one. And Instagram for the caving and the bracelets for Olivia Designs, and I think I used to have one for tutoring. I took that one down. That one was I couldn't get anything good on that one. It's hard to do something like that on math, middle school math. A lot of kids struggle with that at school, math. So that's one of the reasons why I did the tutoring page. And what I'm going to start doing is putting examples up there for ways to do the math. And the Facebook page is going to be primarily for parents so that they can learn how they can help their kids with their math homework. And a while ago, I don't think recently, do I still have it? Yeah, I do have a Pinterest page. I'm not very active on Pinterest. It's just too much. Doing all these different platforms, and I'm not exactly sure if they're really worthwhile keeping going, because you spend a lot of time working on them, and I'd rather be doing this and working on social media. It's just not as much fun as actually doing the things that I do, like the bracelets and cave exploring. Some of you call spelunking. Doesn't that look like a bee now? It's starting to look like a bee. It's a honeybee. Maybe I should rename this bracelet instead of just a neon black and white. Just name it honeybee. Renee, what do you think? Should I name it honeybee? Or should I just keep it as I think I'm going to have this one as a separate one on the page, on the website, Etsy, and just call it Honeybee. I think that'd be kind of cool. I wonder if I can find any decent charms or make anything. A charm that can go on this for a honeybee charm. That would be kind of cool. I'll have to figure that one out and go searching and seeing how to do that. I'm not as good with making the silver part. That takes a lot of time and a lot of skill and a lot of talent. And you have to hone that talent down for years before you really get anything good. And there's a lot of local people that are really good at it. And I'd rather just stick at doing what I do well and buy off of my local friends who know how to do that stuff and just share with them our interests and combined. What do you think? Think that'd be a good idea? I know people want to see something's handcrafted, a crafter. I didn't realize that sometimes you got to find experts in other crafts to complement what you do. I saw a TV show once where they're trying to get this helping small local shops get better at doing what they're doing. And this guy had a flower shop, and it was geared towards their marketing was towards men who wanted to get flowers for their significant others. And the presentation on a flower arrangement is pretty critical. And so you can imagine that the vase, whatever you want to call it, that it goes in, it is really critical too. Because that's going to make or break the flower arrangement. And what this person did who was coaching them along on how to really use his resources is he found a craftsman who was a glass blower who made handmade vases, who was in the same town. And he purchased his vases from them with a acknowledgement of where the vase came from, so that the people would know, oh, even the vase is handmade locally, which is really, really, really cool. If you think about it, instead of shipping in cheaply made vases or buying in bulk from Dollar General or something, Dollar Tree. Now I have a vase downstairs that I got my hands on and I want to try to use to create a plant hanger. And I started working on the plant hanger, and it's hanging up on the wall. It's red and green. It's a Christmas cactus that I'm putting in it. And I'm going to pull that together eventually. Maybe eventually I'll sell it after it starts to bloom a couple of times and I get the whole presentation down. I might sell it because I keep making these things and then they just keep taking up space. And if I'm going to make more, I got to put it someplace. So I got to get rid of some of the stuff I have. So please, please, please tell your friends to take a look and purchase and order some of my bracelets and stuff like that. And I'm going into plant hangers and other home and garden stuff. I think would be kind of cool to do. Okay, here we go. We're getting there, almost up to 4 inches. So it's like almost, it's a little more than 3 inches left. And we've been at this for a half hour, so this is going to be an hour long video. Just because I take my time. The easy ones I can knock out in 20 minutes. Maybe a half hour. I'm not rushing. But some of these that are have a little bit more to them, take a little bit longer to do, especially when I'm sitting here talking to y'all about everything that's going on. I'm really beginning to like the way that's looking. It's really kind of looking. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that a honeybee and find some charms or something that somebody's making and attach it to it for the future. What do you think, Renee? I'm still asking you. You know, I know you're not there live, but you can make a comment and I'll see it. Oop. But if this is a honeybee, then what other colors can I have that would be other, that would have other names? That would be kind of cool. Huh? I made one once. It was like a watermelon, and that was pretty cool. I liked that. I liked that one. It was red and green with black accents running through it for seeds. I had a blue one that looked like cotton candy. I made a red one that looked like cotton candy too. I could probably combine them together. Made it look like cotton candy. I made a light blue and a light green one once that was an Earth Day one. I'd like to make more of them. Maybe I'll make a bunch of them over the winter, next winter, for school and leave them for all the other teachers. I think they might like that. Earth Day bracelets. Wonder how many I have to make. A lot. That's a big school. Yeah, no, it's only 7th grade, but it's a big school. Which means that next year I'll have a whole mess of new kids coming in to school. That'll be exciting. And it's really kind of, it's funny, not ha funny, but it's just kind of ironic type of funny. Some of these kids that go to the school also go to the summer camp that I work at during the summer. And I get to see them during the summer. And we get to spend time during the summer together. And then sometimes it's during the summer, spend time with kids, and then I don't see them in the school for a couple of years later, which is really kind of cool too. I really enjoy doing that. Kids are amazing. They are so amazing. They're so smart, so creative, very athletic too. These guys are going to be amazing when they grow up to be adults. Look at that, almost up to 5. See, we can see the 7 now. See the 7-inch mark? That's what we're shooting for. Yeah, I'm so used to sliding the clipboard around. I'm still doing it, even with the new camera that moves. It's on this arm, but I can move around. And I can bring it up, put it down. I'm gonna have to play with it some more. See what else I can do with it. Okay, here we go. Almost a 5. And that means 2 more inches to go, and then I got to wrap it up. We'll see what we can do about that. And I never did get to do my Livy design charms on that. One of these days, I'm going to have to finish that project up too, so that these are all branded. With the big AD on it. That'd be kind of cool. Sorry about my coughing in the throat. This time of year, the pollen is out. The bees are collecting it up and pollinating everything, but it's allergies just get so bad. Okay, anybody that has allergies out there, raise your hand. Let's see. And I'm not going to try to hide away from stuff. It's because of allergies. That's silly. Take a pill and put up with it. It's life. But you know what? One of the best things when I'm doing my cave exploring, yeah, that's what I do for fun too. Cave exploring, taking kids out cave exploring, is that there's nothing underground that my allergies can get messed up with. I mean, like there's no plants pollinating and blooming and stuff, and there's no like dog hair, cat hair, That makes me sneeze. It's so much easier to breathe. Getting there, almost 6. See, once you get moving on these, it's really, it moves quickly. There we go. It's getting there. Takes a while. Somebody told me I should go to craft fairs. Set up a table and do these at craft fairs and sell them. I don't know. What do you think? In a way, it sounds like it could be fun, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. And a lot of places still are not opening up all that much. Although it's just starting to. I've seen a couple of craft fairs advertised. And we do have one in town in September after Labor Day. Maybe I'll take a couple of mine, put them out on a table, see if I get any nibbles there. Sounds like people are outside and moving around again. It's almost 10 o'clock. Well, not almost. What do you think? We're past 6. We'll take it up to 7. Put a 1/2-inch sliding knot on it so it has a little bit of give. It's getting there. Understand? Another ½ inch to go. Maybe you see, yeah, only a 1/4 inch. I'm not measuring that accurate. It's not rocket science. And another 1/4 inch about to go. Just one more knot. Just so we have a good, it's not too tight. When it goes on your wrist, give it a little bit of leeway there. There we go. Okay, now we got to trim it up. And then we're going to put it on, we're going to put a slide knot on it and send it off to Renee. See, I don't really put the material in the flame. It just hold it over the top of the flame. It just heats it up enough to fuse it, make it stay put, but it doesn't really blacken it up so that it looks burned. Okay, now I had a little bit of a mess here. So I'm going to have to peel some of this out by hand. X-Acto knife. This will do better. It's a little warm today. Yeah. I've got all the windows shut and all the motors, anything that makes a noise off so it doesn't get picked up by the microphone here. So it's getting a little bit warm in this room. And I want to get this done because the parade's going to come down the street sometime later on today, which is always kind of cool. Let's see, how am I going to do this? We want to do that, that, and that. So let's do this one first. One of the things that I like to do with this is try to make it almost seamless between the bracelet itself and the slide knot. So one of the things we're going to have to do is make the slide knot the same as the bracelet and try to make it look like it's all one piece, which can be confusing to the user at times. But what you got to do is, if you don't understand it, just take a look at my videos. There's a video on how to use the sliding knot so you don't get confused. I had somebody said, well, I broke the bracelet and you make me another one. They didn't break the bracelet. These are like 100-pound test strength each, and that would be 200 pounds I could hold. They didn't break it. They cut it off, but they didn't want to admit to it, so that they messed up because they didn't know how to do it. So I made them another one and told them, don't cut it, and let them know that, okay, I'm not going to give you a hard time about it this time, but don't do it again. We're going to line up all these pieces here and drop it back in the clipboard so that they're all together and they're all lined up the right way. And then we kind of bunch them up. Don't want to bunch them, but we want to line them up so that they're together like that. And then what we're going to do, that's that end. That's that end. And that's that end. What we're going to do is we're going to put the knot on, take what's left of the black string. See that knot? That's a pretty knot, isn't it? What do I do with the black string? Did I drop it? No. Oh, I dropped it. It fell. What we're going to do, bring that up through there, and then down through there, and then we're going to tighten this up in there, just like that. And then we tighten it up. Come on, tighten up. Do that, tighten up. Oh, that was bad. Papa jokes are the worst. Okay, now come on. No, we don't want that one. We want this one. There, like that. And this is going to come around here. This is hard to do on the clipboard. I just put that in just to hold it in place. Can you see it still? There we go. If you squint and look sideways, it does look like a honeybee. Try it. Go ahead, squint and look sideways. Does it look like a honeybee? No? Yeah, I think it does. Okay, take your glasses off. Now try. What the? That's right. No, it's not. Something's not right there. Let's back up here a bit. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't see it yet, but it doesn't look right. That goes into there. That comes out and around. Let's make this a little bit neater. Pull that as a piece to this side up top. There we go. Let's pull it out. Come on. There we go. Now we'll pull this out. Let's pull it out. We'll pull this way. There like that. There like that. There like that. Now we're going to put this over top. There we go. That's better. I don't know what I did wrong. Just didn't look right. That's okay. Fixed it. It looks better. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Somebody's out there mowing their lawn. I did mine yesterday. That was hard. Mowing lawn is a lot of work. Soak through a shirt. But I got it done. All right. And we got that done. We got that done. We got that done. Now, here we go. This is about a 1/4 inch, about a 1/2 inch. Okay, so we've got this. We've got this. What we're going to do is move these so we get a little more room. We're going to trim these and fuse them. Okay. But we can't make it too hot because it'll melt what's underneath too. There we go. Come on. Another strand we want to fuse. Let's get it away from this other stuff. Come on. This other stuff's getting in the way. There we go. You see it now? Once we get it exposed and on its own, it makes it easier. Fuse it. There we go. And then we come up here to this side and we do this one. Then we come over here and we do this side. There we go. Okay, so now we have the sliding knot. And I'll put a link to that other video in here. See, it's a little bit larger than the other because we got 4 strands going through it instead of just 2. So that's why it just looks so a little different. Okay, so and now I got to tie it off to make it. It's about 1.5 inches. That's what I like because that gives you enough room to open it up enough. There. And we'll tie this one off like that. I used to do them separately, but I think I like them being tied together a little bit better. Now, and someday I'll come up with a better way and I'll change it again. So one of the things about these hanging things is that no two are exactly the same. There's got to be things in it a little bit different. There we go. What do you think? I like that. That looks good. Looks like a honeybee. There's the slide knot. That one just a little bit off. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. And the inside's all yellow. Like that. Well, there you have it. It's the honeybee bracelet. Hope you enjoyed this and share, tell your friends, and let me know what you think about this, okay? I'll see you again.